Hello students, so today we are going to discuss about the poem The Road Not Taken, which is composed by Robert Frost. Frost is an American poet. Basically, Frost is famous for his dramatic narration. He has contributed many beautiful poems to American literature as well as British literature. Here, before going to discuss about the actual theme of the poem or the actual discussion of the poem, I want to tell you something which is related or important to the poem. See, here in the title you can see the road not taken means which has not been taken, which option has not been used or opted by the poet, that we are going to discuss. So basically the poem is about dilemma. So what is the meaning of dilemma? Dilemma means dual condition. Here one is not able to take a proper decision. Whenever we are in a confusion, that particular state of mind is known as dilemma. Okay, so that is the actual condition poet expressed here in the poem The Road Not Taken. Now I want to tell you which is an important thing about the poem, that Frost has written this poem as per his personal experience which he had in his life, that what he has done and what he has not done, and how his life leads through the things whatever he has chosen. That is the actual expression Frost has expressed throughout the poem. Now we are going to start the poem. I will discuss about the first stanza, then we will also go through the poetic devices too. Okay, now I'll start with the first stanza. The road diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. See, now what is the condition? Poet is having two options. He stood at the middle of the line where he is having two roads which is divided with a single yellow wood. Okay, and poet is standing here. Hope you can see the thing. See, these two roads are there and he is standing mid of the way where these two roads are divided with yellow wood. Okay, this is the first stanza. Now what he mentioned here, that two roads diverge in a yellow wood. Now this is yellow wood. Yellow wood means, yellow wood indicates here yellow wood. This yellow wood means what? It indicates old people. Means the people who has already gone through the way, already gone through the road. So poet is new one who has not yet opted any road from both of the roads, and he is thinking that these two roads are divided with yellow wood means already people has gone through the way. So yellow indicates old people, experienced people here. So what he is saying, that sorry I could not travel both, as he is only one, so he is not able to travel from the both road. He needs to choose only one, either this or this one. So this is the dilemma in front of the poet. This is the dilemma. This is the dual state of his mind. He is not able to take any kind of decision because he is only one traveler, and from this point, from this particular point, he is trying to guess the situation, is trying to assume the situation. As long as he could see, he is trying to get the things, that how one road is safe or finer, so that he can choose one of them. That's why the line is indicating here, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Undergrowth means here, undergrowth means dense forest. Okay, undergrowth means dense forest. Okay, so here he is saying that he is trying to guess the thing, that which road is clear, which road is finer, so that I can choose any one of them, and he is trying to guess the situation. This is the actual situation poet is having, which is expressed by him in the first stanza. Now we'll move to the next one. Then took the other, just as fair. What is saying? While thinking about the road, finally he has taken one. Because just took other just as fair, because he thought, he saw that other one is fair. This other one is fair one. This is good one. So that's why he has chosen this fair, which was looking fair, which was having a good kind of condition. That road he has chosen, and having perhaps the better claim. What he thought, that as I am choosing the fair one, that is a better claim. Better claim means here better option. So that road seems to be better option. That's why he has chosen that one, because it was grassy and wanted wear. What he is saying? Grassy and wanted wear. So here these two things, grassy means unused, wanted wear means not has been used by many people. Okay, this is the thing. So what he thought, that if I am going to choose this finer road, means this road has not been used by many people, this is unused, it means this road is having a good condition, a finer condition, that is the better option. That's why he has chosen that other one. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. But what happened? Now see. Now here finally poet has chosen another one. He started to walk from that road. But after crossing some distance, he realized that yes, both are the same. Both roads are having equal situation. See, now after the literal discussion about both the stanzas, I must tell you about the metaphorical meaning of the poem. In these two stanzas, poet is literally, he is saying that yes, I was having two options, I needed to choose only one, and finally I have chosen one which was fair one. But here this is related to our life also. Basically in our real life we are also having the same situation, we are also having the same condition. Sometimes we are having many options, more than two options, and we are unable to take decision. At that time, what we people are doing? We people are thinking that what I should do, where should I go, what should I choose, and finally we are choosing the final one, right? So this is somehow related to our day-to-day life too, right? And both that morning, now I'll move to the next stanza, and both that morning equally lay in leaves, step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. At knowing how a way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. See what is saying, that after that, after realizing that both the roads are having same condition, then he realized in the morning, he saw that both roads are equally, they were looking equal, they were having equal condition. In leaf strip had trodden black. Though that road was grassy and unused, it was looking like, but after crossing some distance over there, he found that this road is also trodden black, means walked over. Trodden black means walked over, means many people already have gone through the road. That he realized after crossing some distance. Then what he thought, okay, so he has chosen this, again he got roads, again he has chosen this, and here he thought, okay, this road I have not chosen, so after some time when I'll come back again, he kept this other road for another day. But he was not knowing whether he will come back or not. But what he thought, okay, whenever I'll be back here, at that time instead of this which I have already chosen, I'll go with the other one which I did not choose. So he kept that other road for another day, whether he was not knowing whether he will come back or not. So the same thing happened in our life also, that we are choosing a particular option. That time again we are having some kind of confusion that whether this is correct or not, whether this well leads me to success or not, but still we are going through that. And at the particular point we realize that if I were choose that another one, then we thought okay, we will go through that after some time, some other time, that we thought, right? So this is the thing, this is related to our life too. Then in the last stanza, fourth one, the last stanza, I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, after passing many years, somewhere, sometime, he will say these all things with a sigh. Sigh means a long breathing. Here it's a kind of yes, a long breathing. That's something we are when we become nostalgic, when we remember something, or sometime we are having regret, that time we are having this kind of expression of sigh. This is long breathing. So he's saying that after passing many years, ages and ages, somewhere ages and ages hence, I will see this all experience with a sigh. What experience? That there were two roads. There were two roads diverged the wood, and I took the one less traveled by. So what he said, he will share his experience that there were two roads and I have chosen one which was less traveled by, and the road which I have chosen, which was less traveled by, that has made all the difference. So the same thing happened in our life, that when we are choosing a particular thing, at that time after choosing that, we are going through the road means the way what we have chosen, the option what we have chosen, we are going through that option. But after passing many years, we get the memory of those old days, and we will definitely share these all experiences with someone, and that time we realize that what I have chosen, that has somehow made my life or somehow spoiled my life. Both the things can happen. So what we are choosing, that is important one. That should be most important. That poet is saying that I am at the particular point and that I need to make 100% successful. That is the actual message poet wants to give here. Okay, so this is the actual moral, this is the actual metaphorical meaning of the poem which I have told you. Now I will tell you about the poetic devices. Okay, now look at the we'll come to the first stanza. In the first stanza, poetic device, the basic poetic device is here symbolism. Why? Because the stanza starts with two roads. Okay, first line, it's having, see, two roads. This two roads itself is a symbol of the dilemma, dual state of your mind. That is the symbolism. Okay, then next is, first poetic device is symbolism, another one is anaphora. Okay, why anaphora? That second, third and fourth line starts with the same word, that is and. When two and more lines starts with the same word, that poetic device is known as anaphora. Okay, these are the poetic devices in the first stanza. In the second stanza, third line, because it was grassy and wanted beer. Both the words starts with the same letter, that is W, same sound, that is W, and that's why the poetic device is alliteration. Okay, then one more is there, though as per that, the next line of the second stanza, though as per that the passing there. In this line the words like though, that, the, there, all the words contain the same sound, that is TH. That's why again this is alliteration. Okay, in the third stanza, Third line, oh, I kept the first for another day. First for, again F sound repeated twice in the word first and for. Okay, so F sound repeated twice in two different words. That's why again that is alliteration. Okay, now we'll move to the next one. So here I must tell you, we have gone through symbolism, anaphora, alliteration. Okay, see here, symbolism, two roads, anaphora and repeated. Okay, alliteration, when the same sound repeated twice or thrice in the same line with the different words, that is alliteration. And in the fourth stanza, repetition is there. See, fourth stanza, second line, ages and ages. So ages word repeated twice. See, alliteration is a poetic device where single letter repeated twice in different words. Rather, repetition is a poetic device where a complete word repeated twice in the same line. So this is the difference between these two poetic devices. Okay, these all are the poetic devices. Now we'll come to the rhyme scheme. See, complete the whole poem containing the same rhyme scheme. How you need to identify the rhyme scheme? You need to identify, you need to look at the last word of the line first, so that you can identify the rhyme scheme of that particular poem. See, here I will give you an example of the first stanza. First stanza, first line, last word is would. Second line, last word is both. Third line, last word stood. Fourth line, last word could. And last line of the first stanza is undergrowth. Okay, see here would will start rhyme scheme with the alphabet A. Now both is not similar with would, that's why it is B. Rather, stood is similar with would, that's why again it's A. Could is again same with would, A. Undergrowth is same with, in the pronunciation, same pronunciation is there, that is both, that's why B. So rhyme scheme of the poem is A, B, A, B. So all the stanzas are having same rhyme scheme.